Rent is too damn high.
August 2023 inflation update.
Working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay, so I can sit out here and waste my life away. Drag back home and drown my troubles away. It's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I could.
The U.S., however, we think is probably likely headed to a recession towards the end of this year, start of 2024. We think the primary driving force of that is going to be tightening credit conditions, as bank balance sheets, particularly among U.S. regionals, remain somewhat flawed and still have to be repaired in order to get bank lending going again. So we think that the drying up of credit conditions will be what will bring the U.S. to a recession at the end of this year, start of next year.
I need somebody to tell me what we're supposed to do, because shit is getting worse. Okay? And I miss create your own reality. I'm all of that. But shit's getting so bad, it's affecting the reality that motherfuckers is creating, because you can't ignore it. We already know that the FDA, USDA, all of the DAs approve lab-grown meat. And I'm like, okay, cool, I just won't eat that. Well, now they can serve it in restaurants and in grocery stores, and they do not have to let you know. So that means I don't get a choice in what I'm eating. And the only way I get a choice is if I go buy a cow. And that's great for people that want to do that. But that should not have to be the case in order for you to choose and know what the fuck you're eating. On top of that, the government absolutely has weather control. And those Maui fires are looking real man-made. Because Oprah has however many acres of land, and none of her land got touched, but all of the houses by it got burnt up. Oh, and the Supreme Court's supposed to vote on whether we're going to have rent caps, so.
Are they staging people having fake fun in their apartment?
So check out Cody, or ATL Cody, his whole Menugate playlist. There are abandoned apartments. I work in Los Angeles in the film industry, and we shoot in new builds that are 2 and 3 years old. There's cars in the garage, but we speak to locations because we don't see anybody, and locations confirms that most of the rooms are empty. And this is probably to create false demand on the supply. They can upcharge because they say they're full, but they're not. And then they can write off any losses as profit. I think it's a pretty nefarious thing that somebody who knows more than me should be looking into.
The rent is too damn high. The rent is too damn high. We have people across the country struggling to keep a roof over their heads. We are the wealthiest nation in the history of the world outside of ancient African civilizations. Yet we cannot provide housing for every single person in our country. We have CEOs making record profits. We have corporations making record profits. We have corporate landlords suppressing and oppressing and evicting tenants without just cause while continuing to raise the rent. We call on President Biden to take executive action on this issue.